Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Limited Lorcana. Today, we are going to be trying the new set, Shimmering Skies. They haven't noticed that it's in beta, so it might not be the full card pool, or some of the cards might have like a different art, like the art from like a revealed card or something. But we're gonna go ahead and give it a go. We're gonna start with the sealed, just to kind of see what's in the set. It's kind of hard to do a draft blind, but you can still do it for sure. But we're going to start with the sealed so we can actually take a look at these cards and kind of go from there. So we have a Daisy Duck Evasive. This is the Cusco that you may put chosen item or location into player's ink will exerted. Can also pay for ink and give your characters resist 1. Got Magical Aid. Choosing character gains Challenger +3, and then when this character is banished, challenge return this card to your hand. That's pretty good. Sleepy is 0-4 Bodyguard. Arthur with Reckless. Healing Touch. This can be okay. It replaces itself by drawing a card. Sorry about that. Um, we also have Hypnotic Deduction. I think that's going to be a pretty good action. Break Free might be something we want to run. Dopey, it's just going to probably depend on how many knights we have. King Candy, and the Nook. Okay. Some interesting cards. Definitely a couple we want to run in our pool. We got a Chaka for 4. Most likely going to run her for stats. Revive. This is going to be much better in sealed or draft when you have a 5-drop character that you know you want to bring back. Like they're your bomb, and even having like a secondary 5-drop or a 4-drop character that are really good that you really want to see. Probably not going to run Pete. Turbo. Most likely not going to run that. I mean, 2 cost 2/3 is, well, I guess that logic, it is pretty good for its stats. 2/3 has a meaningful effect with Rush. The only issue is it is uninkable, so we might have to be careful. Clarabelle, she can be good. Finder's Keeper, this is just going to be a card that you're probably going to run, especially in draft or sealed. Yeah, some of the cards are like kind of cut a little weird, but you can still see the picture, so. Night Howlers, Pete, probably going to run Pete. Probably run the Pete over the Chaka, but probably going to end up with both. It is sealed. We got Mickey Mouse, Ton, and then Gale. Okay, interesting cards. Hoping to see some super rares or legendaries. But I don't know. Maybe this set doesn't have them ready. The third pack with double rare. Happy. A 1-drop has evasive during my turn. Olaf's interesting. Doc is probably going to be something we want to run. There's like a lot of low drop evasives. Like, it's going to be interesting. I haven't seen any locations so far in this set. Merlin's cart bag, another Fix It Feel It. Probably going to run both of the ones that we've gotten. Hypnotic Deduction again, just being able to draw 3 and kind of set your deck the way that you need to. Because you draw 3 cards, and it's any 2 cards you can put from your hand on top. So, like, if you are desperate for ink, you can play it, get some ink, put your uninkable cards that you know can't get rid of, but you might still need on top. Okay, we got the taffeta shift and the regular one. Okay, duck for cover is kind of like dodge, but instead of giving ward, gives resist. Could be good. Vision of the future looks like it's all right. Another Gale. It looks like it's just been rares, so I'm a little skeptic. Maybe they don't have the super rares in quite yet. Got a Fiki Challenger, and I'm a little glad that they brought the uninkable count back to being a little bit higher because before they started pretty high with first chapter and then it just felt like it went down and down. And like sure, a lot of essential cards and some of the key decks are uninkables, but I think it's also important to have a good amount of uninkables in this format to make it like just that extra little bit of difficult because you have to balance out things. Vanellope on Streets, Flora, Brick Free, Sneezy. When you play this character, chosen knight gets Challenger 2. Another King Candy, and then a Cogsworth. You play this character, chosen character gains Rush this turn. Okay, so instead of an action that's like a one drop, give Rush, you can have a character that has a body attached to it. So that's pretty good. I was wrong. They have more than just rares. We got a legendary. We got Anna. When you play this character, you may pay 2 to choose one. Each opponent chooses, discards a card. Chosen character gets +2 this turn, or banish chosen damage character. Um, I don't know in the grand scheme if I would play this, but we're definitely gonna play it because it's a legendary and it's the new set, and want to give the cards a go. Anna, shift 4 when you play this, exert all opposing characters. Okay. Sleepy Bodyguard. We got a Sven when you place character, you may ready chosen character that can't quest. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Okay, Sapphire, Chromacon, or Chromacon. Zazu, this guy's gonna be great. 3/5 evasive quest for 2. You're gonna want that. Okay, Simba. Chosen character can't challenge during their next turn draw. I think this is gonna be a good card for this format. Prince John, he's kind of like Pete, but he's got a more meaningful effect. And when I say Pete, I mean like one of the older Pete's that was like a 4 drop or 3 drop 1/5, but had no effect. So this one actually having effect is good. And Archimedes. Okay, let's hope we get a super rare. Nope. Yeah, so I'm guessing not all the super rares are out yet. So Magical Aid again, that looks pretty good. Rafiki, Doc, Glimmer versus Glimmer. I think this could be good. And this Try Everything is not very good. Ludwig von Drake, we're definitely taking. Fix It Felix. We got a lot of Fix It Felix. Robin Hood, when you play this, if an opponent has damage. Okay. Pete, and he's a 2 drop, so there's nothing wrong with that. Pete, decent stats. Sneezy, you're definitely running. Chaka, we're probably running. And White Rat, we're probably running. Okay. So let's go ahead and build. So, no, we didn't get any locations. We got When Will My Life Begin? We're going to do that. Try Everything. I don't think it's very good. I think we're definitely taking Finders Keepers. Draw is just so important in this format. Healing Touch might make it in. Magical Aid. I don't know if 2 is the right pick, but we're going to take 2 to start. Do have a couple 5 cost characters, but I don't think we need that. So this replaces and lets me kind of adjust the order. I actually don't think that's bad. And then hypnotic deduction. We're going to run both of those. So how many uninkables is that? I think we took all the inkable ones. Yeah. We're going to take Glimmer versus Glimmer. It's good to have some sort of targeted removal. So, we're not going to take this. I mean, they require us to have items. We don't have a lot of items. Okay. Sort by cost. And also, see if I can't sort by ink, unink. I can. Okay, so starting with 1 drops. Vanellope is okay. Mutton Fudge is a little weak. Simba's a little weak. Mickey Mouse resist. King Candy will run 2. We're gonna run Happy because he's a meaningful effect, and we have a way to give him Night. I don't think any of these were Knights, right? No. Yeah, he's just a hero. Might run Cogsworth for the ability to give a rush, and he only costs 1. We've got 4 1-drops so far. I think we're actually fine with 4 1-drops for now. We'll see later. Okay, So 2 drops. We got a couple docks. You're gonna want to be really careful with docks though, especially in this, because if you're keeping your hand count high and you draw 2 docks, now it's like 2 cards you can't do anything with. You definitely want to run one, but I don't know about running two. If you run too many of these, they'll actually be anti-synergy. They'll kind of work against each other. Robin Hood's pretty easy to pull off, and 2-2's okay. I mean, much rather 2-3, but you take what you can get. Same kind of argument with the Robin Hood. 2-2, she quests for 2 though. Yeah, probably gonna run her. Might run some sleepies. Kind of feel like maybe you could go really low to the ground with this set, like mostly like 3 and below, and then have like some of these big bodyguards like the 0-4 and race out. I don't know about that though. I would be a little speculative on that. Yeah, I think I would probably stay away from that, but it doesn't look like the challenging stats are quite there, so probably gonna throw a sleepy in just for the 0-4 bodyguard, and I have a feeling that that's going to be one of the things that makes the list anyway. I'll take Daisy Duck, gives us another evasive. 3 drops. I don't think this card is very good, but again, I want to give her a go. She's a legendary we open, so we'll give her a go, see what we think, see if it's changed our mind at all. Archimedes. We're gonna play Dopey. We've got a couple of knights we've taken. We're gonna run 2 of these Felixes. Actually, we're gonna run 3 of these Felixes, and I am gonna drop the other knight. I think we're actually just gonna drop most of the knights. Sleepy. Okay. I'd rather pay the one more to have 2 strength. So Floor is good. Well, good loosely. Like she's just not bad. I mean, she's a 4-4 when they challenge her, and a 2-4 otherwise, and a 2-4 is okay enough. Shinji to help us take out other evasives. White Rabbit is a good 3 for the stats. So Pizza 4-3, but he only quests for 1 versus Chaco, who's a 4-3 but quests for 2. Makes sense. Okay. I think we might actually run both of these Archimedes. Evasive tends to be pretty good in these sets. It does look like there's a good amount of weight to deal with it, but if your opponent doesn't have that, it can be a little bit of a blowout. So we're going to take a little bit more of these evasive cards. Okay, looking at our 4 drops. I mean, a 4 drop that quests for 3 and is a 2-4 and has a pretty good effect. Yeah, that's a good card for this format. Chaka, we're going to run 1 just because I have a feeling we're probably going to have to add cards later on. He gains Challenger 4. So the first turn he comes down, he's a 5-4 with Rush. Then he's just a 1-4 that quests for 2. Are pretty high on uninkables though. Yeah, little high on uninkables, but I think we'll be alright. I don't know if we can run 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 for Anna, 6 for Doc. Yeah, we're just gonna run 1 Rafiki. Scrooge McDuck, we're gonna run. He's uninkable, but a 4 cost 5/5 quest for 2 is really, really good for stats. You can't sneeze that up. Sneezy is a 3-4 with a good effect, but I think we unfortunately cut most of our dwarves. I think we just have Doc. Yeah, I don't think we have enough of the good dwarves to justify it. Stitch, I'd love to take if he was inkable. He's not. so we're gonna take Sven. He is inkable. We don't have any locations for the effect, so I don't think we're gonna be running her. Ludwig we're gonna run. He's okay for stats. Big Quester. Zazu we're definitely gonna run for evasive. Kuzco probably gonna run A for the effect. Um, just on the off chance he actually hits something, or we can even put uh, an item or location we have. I guess we don't have any, but his effect, he's a 3/5 quest for 2/6. Maybe we don't. Banish choose an item or location. We'll run Simba for the chance that they have a location that will definitely be really good. The nuke, or the Nook, we're definitely going to run. And I do think it's going to be pretty reasonable for us to set up a situation where Robin Hood costs less. So we're going to take Robin Hood, but we have to be really careful about any more uninkables because we are very, very high. We do have a lot of draws and manipulations through the deductions, so I think we can afford to take Olaf, but the rest of the cards that we take have to be inkable. So let's take another look. How many 2-drops do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll take a Sleepy. If we're taking a Sleepy, we can probably add some of these. What was the 4-drop one? Sneezy, that's what it is. Probably add a Sneezy. And that will give us 2 more cards. Both of them are inkable. Don't know if those are the right picks, but that's what we're going to start with. Okay. So we have a 1-drop we're going to want to play. Probably going to play this as a 2-drop, especially if we don't get a lot of inkables. Kind of want to keep... think I want to keep these. King Candy, Hypnotic Deduction, and then if he has something big I have to take care of, I can use Magical Aid. Okay. Couple uninkables, which is, like I mentioned with the Hypnotic Deduction, it's okay because we'll be able to kind of adjust. I think we're running this King Candy. We're going to play King Candy. We'll pass. Place character may return to their player's hand. Okay. We have no other knights. Yeah, right now we have no other knights, so we're getting this Sneezy. Play this Deduction. Okay. We don't need Robin Hood this turn, so we'll put him back on top. And we don't need... what else? We also don't need Spin, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to ink one of these 1-drops. We're probably going to ink Sleepy or Happy. Probably Sleepy. And play... probably Felix. Yeah, so we'll put these back. We'll keep Robin Hood on top. I truthfully don't think this mattered. No, it does. It should be Sven because we'll be on turn 4 when we draw next turn, or not next turn, but the turn after. So pass. I would probably cut uninkables if I didn't have the hypnotic deductions that I did. Okay, so you played Tipo. Did he use the effect? Look in the log. Player 2 can put any or Tipo. Yes, he did, because he's ahead of me in ink now. Then he played, when you play this character, you may pay 1 to give chosen character +2 this turn. Okay, that's a pretty good 1-drop, because late game you don't mind using the effect, and it's inkable. So, but we're kind of in a situation where we definitely need to get some bodies on the board that can actually fight back for board control. So we're going to play Felix. we're not going to exert, and we're just going to pass. And if he keeps questing, then we can kind of pick and choose how we want to do our challenges. Played a Cogsworth, okay. Okay. Robin Hood, huh? So 2 damage on Gothel, 1 damage on Mickey Mouse, 3 less. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. Or is it, wait, for each 1 damage on opposing characters, not just characters, okay. Alright, we're going to take out these 2 1/2s. Okay, I think we are actually going to ink this Magical Aid. I don't think we're going to get a benefit out of it. He's played a lot of low-dropped characters, so we're going to play this Sven instead. And we're going to ready King Candy. Technically, it doesn't matter because Felix is bodyguarded, but on the chance that they have a way to take out Felix, like if they had a Magical Aid of their own and with Cogsworth can take him out, then Mother Gothel could take King Candy out, so... More so just did it to establish a 3-3. Okay, Elsa's Palace. New place, choose a... Okay. Okay. So I cannot ready Felix at the start of my turn. Okay, so they stunned Felix, but luckily I can still take out the castle. This is damage on characters, right? Yes, it is. Okay. Well, I'm going to take out this location. Although there's definitely an argument for me to use Sven, take Mother Gothel out, and then take out Cogsworth. Instead, I would rather have Felix ready next turn in case I need to challenge an additional card. And I think we're going to establish a bigger character this turn. Yeah, we're going to ink Happy. And we're going to play this Zazu. We'll pass. Most likely going to have Anna make them discard. Place character. So there's a super rare. So a 2/1 for 3 uninkable. When you place character, you may pay 3 ink to banish chosen damaged character. Okay, so for 6 it takes out a character. It's interesting. Yeah, we're gonna play Anna this turn. Pay 2 ink, and we're gonna make him discard. Discard Radigan. Yeah, that was a really good card for us to discard from him. That would have been brutal to deal with. So now Sven is going to take up Mickey Mouse. Fortunately, because of the resist, we actually won't be able to clear all the way out. But we're going to have Felix take out this Cogsworth. And we're going to quest with these. The reason I'm going to do that is because King Candy trades into Cogsworth and then he gets banished. Versus if Felix does it, then Felix can take him out. There's no reason to send it into Mother Gothel. I'd rather just have the extra 1 quester that helps me race. And then are we going to ink? Yeah, we're definitely going to ink here. Maybe we don't, though. There's a lot of uninkables we could get, but we could draw. I think we're actually going to pass, so we can have a little bit higher hand count for Hypnotic Deduction for us to kind of sort our hand in a certain way. He's really high in lore. Did not realize that. A lot of just constant questing. Okay, so that I need to definitely be aware of. So that is a bad on my part. Okay, so what do we need to do? Scroop quest for 2. Scroop has to go. My only way to get him out is with Zazu, unfortunately, who's a 2-quester of mine. Okay. Definitely want to establish a big quester here. I guess I should have done hypnotic deduction if I'm gonna do it, in case it changes anything. Okay, so I want to establish as much questing as possible this turn, and probably the following turn. This Robin Hood. Next turn, I could 3 into Flora, put her as a 2/1, 2 into Gothel, put her, so it'd be 5 damage, make him a 4. But he goes to 18 lore. I can't let that happen. So it's gonna be Robin Hood going back on top again, and it's gonna be Simba. I'm gonna put Simba up front though, because he's a little bit of her removal if I need it. I think we're just gonna play. No, no, yeah, we're gonna ink. We're gonna ink Pete. Play Chaka because she's another 2-quester. Quest with Sven. Quest with Anna. I guess technically Sven takes that out and then we quest for 2 and we keep a body up. No, yeah, that was a misplay. So Sven should have gone into Mother Gothel because it's 2-quester either way. Whether Sven quest for 2 or these both quest for 1. But if Sven takes her out, he stays around. If these both take it out, King Candy goes. So little bit of a misplay, but I think we'll be okay. We'll have to see though. I mean, if they draw a 3-quester, which there are some. They drew Elsa. What did Elsa do? Oh, this is the super rare Elsa. So this is the rush evasive when you play exert. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna challenge. I think these are actually all 2-questers. I actually think so. If I if I challenge now, man, I actually kind of wish I put Robin Hood back on top. Doesn't matter either way, though, I think. If I challenge now, I'll gain 6 lore and go to 13. If I don't challenge at all, I go to 15. They would have to have a way to get 2 extra or 3 extra lore next turn. Yeah, we're just going to quest out. I don't think they'll be able to stop us. Yeah, if we kept that Robin Hood, though, we could have inked 1 and then played Robin Hood for 7. But it's okay. We'll play it this way. I think we've just established too much. They won't be able to take us down. Yep. Deny us a little bit of lore, and then we will be able to quest to 20. It's a close game, though. Okay. All right, we're going to go into our game 2. Deduction was pretty helpful, especially with how many uninkables are here. I would definitely say this is a very important card to run. If you're going to be over like 6 uninkables, you have to run as many of these as you can. Scrooge is so good for stats. I'm actually going to hold on to him because there's not many things I'd rather do on turn 4 than play a 5/5 that quests for 2. Like, that's so good. I think we're going to put Visions back, Rafiki back. Felix back. Maybe we don't put Felix back. Could keep Felix to help with protecting the Scrooge, but Scrooge is kind of big enough he doesn't need the protection. We're going to put Taffeta back, and then I'm going to hold on to the Hypnotic Deduction just in case we get back a bunch of uninkables. We didn't get any 1-drops though, but we got another 2-drop, so we'll have something to play on turn 2. Okay, we're going to ink one of these 3s for sure. Probably going to ink this Archimedes because he's got the answer immediately. Doesn't mean he'll always have that answer, but he has it right now, so. Queen with ward 0/4. Okay. It's not too bad for us. Can't challenge. This is a weird one because I actually think we are going to ink this because I don't think our opponent has to worry about challenging us, especially with the extra lore they started with. They just want a quest. So if I say you can't challenge, the AI is like, yo, bet, I'm just going to quest. So I don't think we really want to give him another reason to uh, to play that way. Even though this replaces itself, I could have a character sing it. I think we've enough 3 drops so we can play. So I think we have like a 2, 3, 4, 5 with this. Yeah. And then 6 with Nook. So yeah. I think we're gonna establish Robin Hood just to have a body on the board. Yeah. I'd rather start establishing something. Evasive and rush, huh? Duck for cover. Oh, he's just gonna be able to quest this turn. I was hoping to send 2 with Robin Hood into the Queen and then play the White Rabbit next turn. I can take out the Queen if I need to. If he takes it out with Happy, I'm great because then I have the 2 damage on Queen. Happy takes out Robin Hood, and White Rabbit would be able to take out Queen. But with that resist, that changes stuff. Olaf is 7 right now. Not very pertinent, but it's a good idea to kind of get in the math of, okay, how much does this card actually cost right now? But I don't think I can afford to let his board get wide enough that I can cheat this out. Maybe I can, though. So this turn I'm going to 3. I'll go to 4. If he quests with the 3 characters he has, he'll be a 6. But he'll be at 8. No, I just can't afford that. Hmm. I'm actually going to ink the White Rabbit and play the Pete. Because the Pete can take out the Queen in 1 strike versus the White Rabbit needing assistance. And we're gonna go into Happy just to help minimize the amount of lore he's gaining. We'll pass. Next turn, we've got a big Scrooge McDuck coming down. Oh, evasive. I don't think we have any evasive answers yet. Oh, no. It's not very good. It's a big quester, too. That's really going to hurt us. Okay, so... Oh, man. We have to get an evasive out. I guess that could be Olaf. Ink. 4, and then we go to 5 next turn. He has 3, so it would cost 3 less. We need 6. Dang. Okay, we're gonna have to figure this out. Hmm. Do have a couple more 2-drops in the deck. Definitely think I'm just gonna take this Queen out for sure. I don't know. We might just be losing. That 2 quests are evasive. We inked our Archimedes. Guess maybe we could have kept it because we didn't have any answers for evasive besides that. Scrooge a 3 quester, he's a 2 quester, so it's not as great for racing. Mm. I really want to establish one of my bigger characters this turn, but I think I'm gonna deduction and look for an answer for evasive. Okay. We're not playing Doc this turn. We're not playing Anna, so put them both back. Okay. Ink Flora, because we're gonna need big questers, and play Kinkani Pass. Hopefully nothing big. Okay. I I don't know why I was like, oh, I hope we draw something good. I kind of know what we were drawing, but it's okay. Ink this Chaka. Play this Anna. We're gonna make them discard. Fight the ball to the top 2. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I am glad I made him discard it. I don't know why he didn't use it, but let's see. Next turn we go to 6. If he quests with both, he goes to 13. Um, and Olaf would still be 7 at that point. So, no, I think it is better to deny the Cogsworth now, and then it's 5 turns of Archimedes before he wins, which I think we might be able to outrace. When you play this, you may move up 2 damage from chosen character to chosen opposing character. Okay. Oh, I should have put the damage on Pete. It's okay. So this is going to be our way of dealing with Archimedes. If he ever plays a character. That which was part of my worry. I think I'm going to play the Nook. Or sorry, ink the Nook. Play the Scrooge. Play this Dock. Discard. Draw 2. There we go. We've got an answer that wasn't the Nook. The problem with the Nook was just that we'd have to have 2 damage, which I probably could have played around. No, actually I couldn't have because he had the Queen and Cogdorth. He hasn't had anybody with enough power or enough strength that it actually would have helped me. Besides Happy, and Happy was a trade with Robin Hood to keep him like 3 lore shorter at this point. So, but this will help us be able to overcome that now. So we're just quest out. And next turn we'll most likely Glimmer versus Glimmer, our King Candy, and take out the Archimedes. And before he plays Zazu, oh, he deals a damage, huh? Why? What? Okay, I don't think the AI knows what that card actually does, which is a little unfortunate for the AI. 5, 6, 7. So we can quest. We go to 12. Yep. So Ink, Felix. The reason I did that math was to see if I can actually just establish Felix and win. Which, if my math was correct, I can, because 5, 6, 7, and this will be 8. So play the Felix. We'll exert him. And we'll pass. I mean, if he makes us discard, he makes us discard. But we have enough floor to win on the board, so. Yep, and we'll just go ahead and quest out one. Alright. That was a close one. We definitely had to find the answer for Archimedes, but in the end, we were actually just able to outrace him. But if he had drawn some more 2 questers or 1 questers, that game goes a lot different. And that Glimmer versus Glimmer was still very, very good top deck. Hindsight, I don't know if I would play Olaf. I think I probably still do, but I'm a little more leery about it. I mean, I was leery to add it into the deck in the first place anyway, but you do want some late game cards, and like even like super late game, if they just have 1 or 2 exerted characters, it's 7. And for 7, a 6/6 quest for 3 that's evasive, I'd pay for that. So that was kind of where my thought was with that. I don't think we'll keep either of those in our hand to start, though. When will my life begin? We're probably not going to keep. Ed's kind of something we want later when like we can just kind of push questing, and he's uninkable, so I really don't want to keep an uninkable card. King Quest. We have better 4-drops. Do we really? It's just stats. I think we're gonna do this. We'll keep a 2 and a 3, and they're both inkable. This is all of our early game, which I'm okay with that. Ink King Candy, play King Candy. I guess, you know what, we'll play Vanellope von Schweetz instead. Most likely gonna ink him, and then if he doesn't play anything, we'll Vision of the Future. He played another one drop. Oh, and a 0/4. Okay, well, uh, that changes things because we really don't have time to visions of the future. We need to get bodies out there to take out his board, um, or we're just gonna fall behind very quick. Unfortunately, we don't have a bigger character to play this turn, but it's gonna be Taffeta. Oh no, it shouldn't have been Taffeta. No, 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 Taffeta's fine. Yeah, because Taffeta's fine because the next turn we ink, we can play Felix, and then if we need to, we can even save and play this as 4, or this could be our 4. So yeah, and we're just gonna take this trade. Pass. Because I know the AI will quest every time. Well, I guess I don't know that because sometimes they do swing back. It might be better. You might be able to make the argument it's better to wait, and then that way I can swing both into Nala, and then any way that he trades, I'm happy. But don't think that's quite the way that I'm gonna play this one. Let's see. So this is our 3. This might be our 4, or this is our 4. This is our 4. Then we can get rid of the Nook, but Nook helped us with Archimedes, or potentially helped us with Archimedes. I think it is gonna be King Candy. We're gonna play Felix, bodyguarded, and I'm gonna swing into Nala. And this way, it kind of helps me set up for being able to take 2 or 3 trades this turn. Oh, we got a super rare here. We got Grumpy. Wait until the AI's done questing so it doesn't keep pulling me all over. And okay, Grumpy. Well, one of your 9 characters at a location that game resists 2. During your turn, this character gains evasive. Okay, so it's his answer for evasive. I have Taffeta take out Nala. You know, actually, Olaf, Olaf might have been pretty good here, but I had no way to know he was gonna go full aggro. I'll take Simba out. So this turn he can go to 3, or he can go to 14, and I want to play stuff that battles that. Fortunately, it's all 2 attackers, but I'll be able to play her with her effect on turn 5. And then if Felix doesn't get taken out, I'll be able to use the Nook. So I think it's going to be Felix. Yeah, I think it's going to be Felix. We're going to play the Ed. Pass. Made me lose a lore. Didn't have a lore. Okay. Okay. So we need to be able to take out all of his board, which we can. Question is, do I want Felix or Taffeta to be the one that survives? So we're gonna start by taking out Grumpy with Ed. I guess maybe no. I think we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna have Ed take out. I guess we could leave Ed healthier than everyone. Have Felix. No, we want to leave 2 of our characters up. I think is the way we should think about this, because then that way we can guarantee take care of Donald Duck next turn. So we're gonna take care of Vanellope von Schweetz with Ed. We're gonna have Taffeta take the trade with Grumpy, because that way Felix stays around with 3. And then we can ink this Sleepy. We definitely need combat cards, not stuff like that. Pay, banish chosen damage character, banish Lilo, and we'll pass. And now next turn we have the Nook to transfer damage from Ed, or from Ed to whatever we need to. He didn't play anything. I don't want to get rid of this damage. I don't want to trade these out. I'd rather get the quest. So I'm actually gonna have Anna swing. I'm gonna quest with Ed. And I think I'm gonna play Flora and pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I want to be able to have the Nook to ping something before he can quest with it to help reduce even more. So this turn 5, 6, I go to 9, and then next turn 12, 14, 15. Yeah, and this is our time now. So we're gonna play Nook, take the damage characters can't challenge this versus Anna. Yeah, we're gonna take the damage off of Ed, put it on to Cogsworth, and we're gonna quest out. And now, unless he plays a 3-quester this turn and next turn, yeah, he'd have to play. No, he'd have to play 2 3-questers this turn, which he can't. Well, it is a 2-quester, but that's not gonna be enough. So play this, the effect, so I don't have to discard a hand, and we'll quest out. And now next turn we win. And we have a pretty tough board for him to deal with. During your turn, the first time you move a character here, you may deal 1 damage to this character. The move character is a knight, deal 2 instead. Okay. So I wonder if there's going to be a deck with the dwarves and like movement, but most of the movement's like purple. That's huh. I don't know about that. Cause like you got magic carpet, how far I'll go. I think there's a couple red ones too, but I don't know how well that's gonna work. But okay, sorry, we're just gonna go ahead and quest for the game, and that's gonna do it. He had a Wreck-It Ralph. When you play this character, return a character from your discard to your hand. If that card is a princess card, gain 2 lore. Okay, it's not bad. 7-drop uninkable though, and you can't make them any cheaper. Yeah, I mean you just have to be careful with how many uninkables you have in the deck. Very, very low curve on that one. Very combatty, but that's 3 wins. I'm gonna be doing a draft later today, so. But thank you everybody who watched. I'm really excited for Shimmering Skies. I hope you guys are too. If you know, if you have some time, please leave a comment with the card that you're looking the most forward to. And also, I know they have these new enchanteds coming out, and the art looks really good on a lot of them. So excited for that as well. But thank you everybody who watched, and I hope you have a wonderful day.